Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man, and as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. Today, I'm going to entitle this video, This Happened Again. And what it is this. I shop sometimes on Music Go Round because I don't have nothing really bad to say about Music Go Round. And Guitar Center is for moving forward, is going to be more or less my main and almost only source of purchasing guitars, because when there's something wrong with Guitar Center guitars, and they're not always showing up right, because I've had a few of them, it's like they didn't check it. But the plus is you can just call them, explain, hey, this got to go back. No problem, no hassle. They send you a label. You pay, they pay for the ship and return, and then when they get their guitar back, they send you a full refund. A full refund. This is the nonsense that Music Go Round pull. And somebody told me, which I understand, they got individual franchises, so sometimes it tends to vary from store to store as far as their policy. But the majority of them, and the one I'm speaking of is in San Antonio, I guess it's California. San Antonio, I've had this happen before, and I knew what I needed to do. I bought a guitar. I paid $3.99 for it plus $100 shipping. So about $99. So total was $4.98. So I ordered the guitar the night before to lock it in, and then I call them first thing in the morning because I'm like, I got to tell them they got to load that action, because this specific guitar that I ordered was for slap bassing, and the action got to be really low. Most professionals, if not all, well, you got some that like it high, but that's a very small percentage. I was watching on the news one morning, this was about maybe a year ago, Ray Parker Jr. was on there. And I'm a big fan of Ray Parker Jr. So I'm looking at his acoustic guitar, and I can tell from just watching from the camera angle, that action was really low. And I'm like, yeah, if you're a professional musician and you play for 8-9 hours a day and you're touring, you want your action low because your hands hurt when your action is high and you playing that extended amount of time. It's different if you just pick up your guitar and go through a 5-minute song and put it back in the corner for 2 weeks. But when you're a professional musician, you need your action low. So I called them. I said, I need you to lower that action because the norm, there's a norm as far as, and I can't get technical and say so many inches, this is the norm because I don't know. But they usually set it to the norm. The norm is not low enough for me. Again, it's a preference. And since I play for long periods of time, I need mine low. So I called him. I said, you're going to have to lower, them strings. We already boxed it up. The guy that set it up, he did a good job and it should be right. And I'm saying, I hope so, but I'm sure I'm going to get the norm. So when he got here, I had the norm. And it's not a thing where you can just lower it from the saddle. You need to adjust the neck when you're talking about taking it really down where it's very noticeable, which they didn't do. So when he got here, it was too high. I called him. I said, I'm going to have to send this back because the action is not low enough for me, man. And instead of them taking it out the box, when it's already been shipped up, I'm like, okay, well, I hope you're right. So I sent it back, and I had to pay for it myself, which I wasn't too happy about, especially since I didn't get it the way I should have got it. It's different if I got it the way, for some reason, I just didn't like it, the color or whatever. So I paid $100 to ship it back. And they've done this before to me, and I knew what to do. I sent it right back. I had to pay $100. So then when they got there and they gave me my money back, I got $3.99. I'm like, I paid you $4.98. Where's my shipping money? Because that's the thing. They want to keep your original shipping money, which makes absolutely no sense at all. Why do you think that you're entitled to my $100 when I paid you the total amount? They can't explain that to me. It's like, well, there's no explanation other than we ripping you off, dude. And it's against the law because I talked to the guy in the credit card company. He said, yeah, that's actually against the law. They can't do that. But for some bizarre reason, that's their standing policy. And let me just say this, because you write up a policy and own a company, that don't mean it's right. It don't mean it's legal. So it's really actually illegal. So right over the phone, he was able to get me my $98 back. Because it wasn't no thing of, well, I got to submit this to the credit card company, wait for 60 days. Because they know, So just be aware of that. Because what I would do moving forward, but I probably won't be moving forward with them anymore, because I'm like, this is the third time I had to go through this. The first time I got taken because I didn't realize I had a recourse, and they were selling on Reverb. So not dealing with them really no more. I'm just going to deal with Guitar Center, and if it shows up from Guitar Center not right, I can send it back and get my full refund. I don't lose a dime. But the way that Music Go Round wanted to go down, you get it. It ain't to your liking. You send it back. You got to pay for that, which is $100. And then when you get your refund, you less of $100 of your total. So that's $200 that they think that they can get out of you. And when the smoke clears, you don't have nothing to show for your $200. That's a lot of money. I don't mind losing maybe 40, 50, 60 bucks. I'm like, okay, that's not a big deal. But $200, and one guy explained to me, or tried to. He said, well, we're a small company. I understand that, but so that gives you an excuse to rip off your customers because you just started, you ain't making a lot of money. So I'm going to take your $100 because, we're not like Guitar Center. No, you're not. And that's a piss poor excuse. Find other ways to increase your sales and keep the prices for your customers low, because that's just ridiculous. And I've never run across any company, whether it's music, gear, or clothing, anything that, oh, we're going to keep your $100. No, you're not. I'm going to Guitar Center, and that's what I'm going to do from now on. If I see something I just got to have, I'm like, okay, but again, like I said, what I do is I call them and ask them first, that policy that some of, these franchises have, am I going to get my full refund? Am I going to have to ship this back on my dime when it shows up not working or not to my specification? That's what you got to do. So until next time, take care and thanks for watching. Like I said, I just thought I would post this video for you guys that don't realize you have a recourse if you're ordering from Music Go Round and they want you to spend $100 to ship back their item, and then they think they're going to keep $100 of your original shipping. Again, that makes absolutely no sense. There's no rationale for that other than we just taking your money. So till next time, take care and thanks for watching.